Hey guys, so we're back, and like where we left off, we're trying to take out Blue Hem, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm confused because I'm thinking I want to do as much damage on that critical hit as I can. No, and then yeah, I have to save my spirit because I want to use the Moonstone Cannon next turn. And I'm gonna tell you right now that's probably the best idea to use the Moonstone Cannon on your first chance. Because we get hit with something else, and it makes things happen if you don't. Launching some Serpent torpedoes. My arm's really itchy, I don't know why. You're gonna start seeing this move a lot. And it gets even worse when we get to the farther bosses in the game, and they have really long ass specials, and you can't skip theirs, but you can skip yours at least. You will see one near the end of the game with such a long friggin' sequence that it will piss you off every time he uses it. Yeah, it's a he, but I don't know who else you were expecting. All the big bosses in this game mainly are guys. Not to sound sexist or anything. So you want to use the cannon as soon as possible, and you'll see that you get a couple of red ones in the next one if as for something doesn't go right. So there's a reason why, and it's probably the best idea possible. Oh yeah, we can use sack for that. That's gonna be good. We haven't used that yet. Anyway, so we're gonna use some gear grease there because we have to use it at some point, and we're gonna make the Serpent torpedo hit him on the Moonstone Cannon. So that's gonna be pretty good. The more SP you can get, the better. Spirit points, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I've been watching too much Chugga Conroy. Anyway. So we're gonna launch the torpedoes. If you paid attention there, you would have seen that there was a little torpedo flew off the top of the screen. So see, like, look, one Moonstone Cannon does a fair bit of health, but he has a lot of health. Hopefully we'll be able to finish him before the end of this video, if we're lucky. For a second there I thought he used it, and I was like, what? And I was like, oh, okay. But anyway, the reason why I want to use it, because he's going to use this move. And this move is also what's going to cause you to have those two reds in the next following turn. Because like what happened in the little cutscene, the blue winds blew off everything off course. So now that blew us off course, doesn't necessarily do a lot of damage, doesn't do a lot at all. But now that we're off course, it's going to keep attacking us because we're off course. The best thing you can do, it takes a while until we get another Moonstone Cannon, which is the problem. We're gonna heal up, because we're probably going to take a lot of damage there, and use more gear grease, because we want to have as much spirit points as possible before we start getting the ability to do a lot of damage again. And then again, with the Phoenix Ray, he has to use his blue lightning eventually. I'm pretty sure he does at some point. And we'll see what it looks like. It was kind of weird how all my friends thought it was really absurd that they could sell t-shirts for $40. I'm like, at Metallica, I'm like, you really think that's a stupid number? When I was at Edgefest, they were $25, and those bands are nowhere as big as Metallica. Like, what are you expecting? And I was $5 short of this really nice sweater that I almost bought, but it was $100. So I was kind of like, yeah, that's Blue Lightning. It's not too bad. It's basically as strong as Phoenix Ray. There's like no difference. But anyway, yeah, and I almost bought it. But the reason why I was $5 short is because I wanted my friend to get a shirt too, so I gave him some money for a shirt, and yeah, it was cool. It worked out in the end. The other t-shirts except for my one friend who wasn't really the Metallica fan anyway, so that's okay. But they played like at least one song off every album except for Little Reload and Saint Anger, because those are like those 3 worst albums ever, besides Fuel, which was on Reload, which is great, but yeah. I think they played a song off Garage Incorporated, but I don't even remember. I want to kill this mofo before the end of this video, so thank God we got a Moonstone Cannon coming up. I'm going to try, this is my other strategy I like to do, is this. It works really well. And yeah, that's okay. And then we're going to use the Deluxe Kit, actually, using Increm to make all our attacks stronger, and then we're just going to guard the first yellow. There we go. This looks to be very promising, I like it. And I'll be able to do a lot of damage next turn. And then, if he doesn't die then, we'll kill him the turn after. Or at least the next Moonstone Cannon. Yeah, Blue Lightning looks a little weird. But Phoenix Ray looks a little overdone. It's like, why would you shoot up into the sky and hit things if you could just shoot it at me, don't you think? But no. Yeah, I'm teaching the enemies how to kill me, so. Yeah. I feel bad for my friend now, though. My friend who was supposed to be going, but then my friend who wasn't a Metallica friend ended up going, because like, man, he had strep throat, which is why I couldn't go. But man, he friggin' nearly like he missed out on the whole thing, and it was like an intense concert, and at the same time, he missed out on like all the yelling and stuff. So it's okay that he didn't go because he would have been trying to yell the whole time, but. It's I don't know, it was awesome. It's the first concert that I paid for and went to by myself. I have gone to concerts by myself without my parents, just the fact that I never paid for those. It's the difference. Well, actually, I could probably say the first one that wasn't at ACC. That was at ACC, sorry, the ACC. Because it was at I went to Edgefest and I paid for that. Every explosion effect that this guy does is the same thing. It's kind of weird, except for the blue winds. But luckily, this Gigas isn't okay. That didn't make any sense. But luckily, this Gigas isn't that hard. Compared to, well, it's hard compared to the next one, which is the easier one. And when I say next one, I don't mean the next campaign, because I told you I was purple. It's not that one. And I pretty much just gave it away right there, but I'm not going to say it in case you haven't been listening. In which case, haha, now you don't know what I'm talking about. But it's really easy, the next Gigas we actually have to face. And this one's also pretty easy too. He's just got a fair bit of health, and just, I don't know, his sequences are kind of hard to get used to, but you'll get him. You'll get him eventually. So we're going to hit with the Moonstone Cannon, and this should kill him right here.
Moonstone Cannon, fire!
And he's dead. I think that's pretty cool, because at the time of me doing this, I'm watching Choco Wolf's LP of this. It's kind of interesting how he's going through it and stuff, and it's really cool actually. How he's going through it, and I managed to beat Blue Hem faster than he did. Ha 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 ha. I'm sorry, I don't mean to mean. You had 2 captain stripes overall in the whole thing, so that's pretty good. And you get to watch the bird crash with the cheesiest sound of falling effect ever. But he friggin' dies when he hits the ground. Anyway, so time's up. See you guys later.